A question came up on the conference call last week. It wasn't directed to me, but to the group in general. And the question was, what's going on, man? The question was, how can we honor Dr. Sebi? Well, I can tell you how I have honored Dr. Sebi and will continue to honor Dr. Sebi. I guess in the simplest form, I can say that I have a new relationship to the produce section in my grocery store. Prior to coming into contact with Dr. Sebi's information, my use of the produce section was for onions, scallions, garlic, tomatoes, thyme. These were basically seasonings that I would use to season my meat, my poultry, and my fish. Then of course there was the useless iceberg lettuce, which I would use to put on my ham and cheese or turkey and cheese or bologna and cheese sandwiches, or my burgers, hamburgers with bacon on the top of it, of course, and the cheeseburgers. So coming into Sebi's information, I realized that my produce section had a lot more to offer than trimmings for dead food. And I began to eat food that contained seeds, particularly melanated seeds. The darker the seed, the blacker the seed, the better, the more original the food. Food, by the way, living food. Living food was information that I received from Sebi as well. Food that had not been set through the hybridization process or the process of introducing starches to create hybrid foods. So, for instance, I used to be a huge fast food, junk food eater, and I had put on a lot of weight living that lifestyle. Whereas today, if I get hunger pangs, I would literally stop at a Publix or a Winn-Dixie here in South Florida and go to the produce section and purchase fruits as my meal. You can find me in front of a Winn-Dixie or a Publix eating watermelon out the rind because I don't like to drive and eat. Plus, you don't want watermelon juice all over your clothes or your car. So you can find me eating cantaloupe in front of supermarkets now, as opposed to dipping into McDonald's bags for French fries and cheeseburgers and so on. Sunlight is also another thing that I learned from Sebi. I believe I learned it from Sebi. Could be cross-contaminating the information, but I'm sure he would agree that we melanated people need sunlight. I'm sorry if I'm adding on to his work, if I somehow lost it in just the rest of the information, but I do get lots of sunlight now. So thank you for the food. The food, or rather the real food instructions that you provided, Sebi. And if you provided the sunlight information, thank you for that too.